A couple of weeks ago, I was on Amazon and I was looking for minis. I was specifically looking for lizard folk minis, I think. And I stumbled upon this. It's a box of 40 minis, I believe, for $25 from the Smiling GM. I got it in the mail this morning. I've opened the bag because I forgot I'd order them, but I'm gonna get to opening the box now. I thought you guys might like to see. Okay. It is a far smaller box than I was expecting. For 40 minis, it seems like you need a box like twice this size, but I figured miniature, they call that for a reason. And our first look at the creatures. It does state on the website that they come in two different colours. I'm not sure of the reasoning behind this, but like they do and they are. Okay. I don't know how to explain this, and I don't know if everyone will have the same experience, but you know those really cheap plastic toys you used to get when you were a kid? They have that exact smell. Okay, I've got goblins. To be sprites or fairies. Hags of some description. Demons or imps, maybe? Not 100% sure what this guy is, but he kind of looks like Groot. An ooze. Lizard guy. It did say what this was supposed to be on the website, but I have entirely forgotten, and I'm thinking golem, maybe? The sculpt, like there's a little bit of flashing here and there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here you can see there's a... Okay, there's a flash on this guy. But it pulls off pretty much instantly. I haven't seen that in any of the others, but I haven't given them a close look. Let us see. Yeah, the sculpts are actually very nice on these, and I am willing to bet that they are going to paint up even better. I'm guessing there's mold release on these, so I will need to clean them before they... That's on the ground now. So they'll need to be cleaned before I paint. But for masses of cheap, generic minis, these are pretty fantastic. They're reasonably sturdy by the feels of them. Like they are not at all flimsy. Now, a couple of these lizard guys have staffs that are, or have spears even, that are a little bent, but I can come to peace with that. Because this adventure has likely happened by the time this goes up. But my next game, I actually wanted to pit my players up against lizard folk, or lizard folk more accurately. And I could not for the life of me find them anywhere for less than like $6 a piece. So this will make my life an awful lot easier. Okay, here's a slightly better look at everything. I am really impressed by the levels of detail on some of these parts. Like for what are essentially cheap miniatures, like really cheap, $25 as I said for a pack of 40. Like, I'm absolutely not going to complain. Like I do like the kind of whimsical designs. Like this has the look of those old school Pathfinder guys. Like, even if you're just going to use them as kind of throwaway minion style guys and leave them unpainted, I could definitely see a use for these things. Now I may split this into two and bring you another part that has these all painted up, or maybe one of each painted up, just to see how they look, see how they take paint. But yeah, I'm very impressed by what I got here. Going through them individually, I'm gonna hazard a guess that this might be some kind of devil or demon or something. It seems to have horns, but to me it just looks like Groot. But, you know, 5 Groots, I'm not going to complain about that. Lizard guy, needed lizard guys, happy with lizard guy. Also, it's green, so you could absolutely use these just as token creatures. I think it was 3rd edition had minions. They were kind of like a large number of 1 hit point creatures that were just there to flesh out encounters and make things look more impressive than they were. This guy, I really like that he has that kind of old school Pathfindery look around him, the disproportionately large head and nose. I will definitely find a use for him. Okay, the details aren't the sharpest, but like, I'm not going to complain. I need minis, and these are lots of minis. I may actually buy another pack of these. There's this guy. This guy is an imp or a devil or some such. He's probably the one in terms of utility I'd find the least use for, but at the same time I'd rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. These guys, it's possible that they're meant to be orcs, but I think that the angular designs and the kind of the hewn look of them would probably do them better as golems. And that is what I will likely paint them up as. I have not a lot to say about this really. An ooze is an ooze, but like, it's an ooze, and I own it now. I like these guys as well. I will not have any great use for them in the near future as far as I know. Focus. Focus, you swing. Just can he do it? Let's see, is that everyone? I'll show you the hags. They all have a lightning bolt or zigzag stick. I'm not 100% sure, but I will make use of this lightning bolt or zigzag stick. So what do I think? I really like them. Kind of despite of myself, I like them. They're cheap and they're plastic without feeling cheap and plasticky, if you follow. I had every intention of using lizard folk in my next session because my players are chumps and agreed to get in a boat and they don't even know that they agreed to get in a boat yet. In theory, this will be out after it happens. I may do a second part of this where I paint up one of each of them just to see what I can make them look like, and someone out there with actual painting talent will be able to do far better than me. I will, of course, leave a link to these in the description. If you're interested, pick them up. I highly recommend them for what that's worth. I have another video due out next week, I believe, and I will see you then. Have a good one.